management, where a series of payments is made at regular intervals over time. It is commonly used in finance and insurance to provide income either for a specific period or for the lifetime of annuitant. Types of annuity. There are various types of annuities. For JIV exam, we are discussing some numerical questions on ordinary annuity and annuity due, which comes under types of annuity on based on payment timing. So based on payment timing, there are two types of annuity: ordinary annuity and annuity due. In ordinary annuity, payments are made at the end of each period, like home loan EMI, where payments are made at the end of each month. Annuity due, where payments are made at the beginning of each period, like rent payment, where the tenant spend pays at the start of the month, like school fees. The second categorization based on duration. There are two types of based on duration: fixed term annuity, lifetime annuity. Under fixed term annuity, payments are made for a specific period. For example, a 10 years annuity plan that pays a fixed payment annually for 10 years. Under lifetime annuity, payments continue for the lifetime of the annuitant. For example, pension plans that provide monthly income until the annuitant passes away. Based on the growth and payout, payments are fixed amount offering stability, a fixed retirement plan paying 20,000 per month. Under variable annuity, payments are based on the performance of underlying investment like stocks or bonds. For example, annuity linked to mutual funds where returns fluctuate with market performance. Based on funding method, annuity, immediate annuity. Payment begins immediate after lump sum is paid. For example, a person retiring today pays a lump sum to an insurer that start receiving monthly pension right away. Under deferred annuity, payments begin after a certain period allows funding to grow. For example, a 30-year-old invests in a plan where payments start after they turn 60. Some special types are perpetuity payments continue indefinitely. For example, a charitable endowment fund providing yearly income to the beneficial forever. Contingent annuity. Payments depend on a certain condition being met, like survival. A person plan where payments stop upon the annuitant death. Here are life examples of annuity. Retirement plans: a person invests in a pension scheme where they receive monthly income after post-retirement. Insurance products: life insurance companies offer annuity that provide income to policyholder. Like lottery winnings, large prizes often offer the option of receiving winning as an annuity over several years instead of lump sum. Education saving plan: parents save for their child's education through an annuity, receiving funds during the child's college year. Structured payments: compensation awarded in lawsuits and sometimes paid as an annuity to the claimant. Now we are going to discuss some numerical questions in annuities. So here there is the first question. A series of fixed payments at a specified rate time interval over a given time period is called. So annuity, we must understand the concept. What is annuity? So basically, three important parts of annuity. There should be a series of fixed payments for a specified time interval over a given time period is called annuity. So what is the three basic features of annuity? Series of fixed payment. Second one is specified time interval over a given time period. So series of fixed payment means that payment will be fixed, like 1,000 rupees. Specified time interval. That means monthly, quarterly, yearly, semi-annually, etc. Given time frame. That means 2 year, 3 year, number of year. It should be given. Now, to solve the question number second, what the question says, the interest that is paid each year as a fixed percentage of the amount borrowed or deposited is called. So, here the answer is simple interest. Simple interest means in simple interest we pay interest on principal only as a percentage, fixed percentage. To understand it, if principal is 1,000, R is 10%, the first year interest will be 1,000, 10%, 100. For second year, it will be same, 100. For n number of year, it will be 100 only. It will not change. It will not change. Okay. So, third question. Formula for simple interest. The formula for simple interest is P into R into T. Now, fourth question. Fourth question say X borrowed a sum of 10,000 from Y at 12% per annum for 2 years. What is the total amount interest payable? While solving the questions on simple interest or compound interest, you have to keep in mind one thing, whether it is mentioned compound interest or not, or compounding word mentioned or not. If not, then it is a simple interest question. So here, the question we can see that compound interest is not mentioned. So what we have to do? 10,000, 12 into 2 upon 100. So 24% of 10,000 comes out to be 2,400. So simple. Now next question. We borrowed 20,000 from A, 10% per annum. Interest rate is 3 years. For 3 years, what is the total amount repayable by B to A? Again, compound interest not mentioned, so it is a simple interest question. So again, 20,000, 10 into 3, 100, which comes out to be 6,000. Now total amount payable to B by A. So we add 20,000. So what is the total amount payable? Is 26,000. So here the right answer is 26,000, not 6,000. 6,000 the interest portion. Here we ask total amount. Total amount is equals to principal plus interest plus 2A. Now this next question, interest that is paid on the original principal amount and also on the accumulated part of interest is called, here the main concept comes, compound interest. In compound interest, we calculate interest on principal as well as interest. In compound interest, interest on interest is calculated. Now, the next question. The term compounding period stands for. The term compounding period stands for the time interval between which the interest is added to the principal. So, let us take an example to understand it. Suppose principal is 10,000, R is 10%, time is 2 years, compounded annually. So, what we do? First year interest will be 1,000. Now, this 1,000 will be added back to old principal. The principal will be 11,000. Now, I calculate 10%. So, this year interest will be 1,100. We can see that annually this interest amount is added back to the principal. So, compounding is the time interval between which the interest is added to the principal. And we also can see that by compounding, interest amount is increasing. Now, question number 8. On an amount of 10,000 lent at 6% interest, on which of the following compounding periods the interest amount will be higher? So, you have to understand the concept that as the period of compounding increases, interest amount will be the highest. So, yearly compounding means that in 1 year, compounding will be done one time. In half year, compounding will be done two time. In quarterly, compounding will be done four time. In monthly, compounding will be done in 12 time. In weekly, compounding will done approximately 52 times. So we can see that the highest compounding on weekly basis. So the interest amount will be highest in weekly compounding. Now we move to next question. What is the rule of 72 for interest calculation? Basically 72 rule of 72 applicable to compound interest. By rule of 72, if if rate or interest is given to by 72 divided by rate, we can find out in how much time amount will be double, or 72 by rate, sorry, 72 divided by time. So at how much rate amount will be double. So what is the rule of 72 in interest calculation? Used to fix interest rate, used to calculate amount of interest, used to find out the time during which the amount becomes double at a given rate of interest. used to find out the time during which interest rate at bank rate becomes double. So used to find out the time during which the amount becomes double at given rate of interest. Next question. According to rule of 72, calculate the time when the amount becomes double. What is the formula? So here what he asked? Time. So here time is asked. So it will be 72 upon ROI. So option D is the right answer. Next question. An annuity under which payments are made at the end of each period are known as ordinary annuity. Which type of annuity? Ordinary annuity, like loan EMI, interest payments. End of each period is ordinary annuity. Question 12. An annuity under which payments are made in the beginning of each period. So it is annuity due. Beginning of period. Beginning of period. Examples are school fee, rent payment, etc.